Physical health and fitness has always been something to be admired. We marvel at the strength and ability of others, and it inspires us to do more for ourselves. So we learn all we can about nutrition, overcome our sluggish tendencies, and drag ourselves to the gym. There is nothing quite as satisfying as completing a workout. Well, it's time. Time to restart my weight loss journey here on YouTube. It's been long overdue, but I'm just excited to hit the ground running. No pun intended. Now, before we go into the details on that, let me just update you a bit on the change of scenery we've got going on here. In my time away, Emily and I decided to make the move down to Jasper, Indiana. Now, if you've been following my channel, you'll actually recognize that name from a video that I've done in the past. Jasper is the first town that Emily got a traveling assignment in. We fell in love with the area, the people, we found really good landlords, and it was more centrally located in the country for Emily's traveling work. So those are the main reasons that we decided to make the move. Funnily enough, we started watching certain shows while I was recovering from my surgery, one of which was Parks and Rec, and we found out that that is significantly based around the towns in the surrounding area. After we finished up Parks and Rec, we moved on to watching The Middle. We then came to find that The Middle is actually inspired off of this town, Jasper, Indiana. So all that being said, that is what has inspired the beginning sequence, and that is why we now live in The Middle. I'm gonna go get washed up, and then we can talk some more about my plans for weight loss. Things have been rough, but they have been better. I now have a deeper understanding of the phrase, I have good days, and I have bad days. On bad days, I have a lot of tightness in my chest, I have a lot of bone cracking and popping, my body aches all over, I have a lot of upper and lower back pain, and it's a struggle to breathe at times. I have shortness of breath. But that pain is nowhere near what I was experiencing with the hormonal issues that I had from my hyperparathyroidism. Just to name a few things, I no longer am dealing with heat issues where I get warm out of nowhere. I'm not having any sorts of bouts of tiredness where I just have to crash. And I'm not dealing with headaches consistently. I rarely ever have one. And there's really no brain fog going on at all either. For me, surgery hasn't been the instant fix that I was hoping it would. I definitely was keeping that in mind that it may not be, but it's still disappointing that it didn't fix it all. But I do feel that some of the things I'm dealing with could be from the rapid weight gain that I experienced. With that being said, my body no longer feels like it used to. I actually have found that when eating food now, it really satiates me like it never has before. I will order the same amount of food when we go out to eat, or I'll sit down to have a meal, and something that I would have consumed the entire thing before and maybe still been hungry, or I would have been just full. Now I get through maybe 25% or half of it, and I'm stuffed. Like, I cannot have any more. I've also found that food lasts me a lot longer too. I'll have something at maybe 11 o'clock and I won't be hungry until, like 6 in the afternoon. That was never the case before. I would consume food and within an hour I'd be hungry again. That's really encouraging to see, especially from a weight loss aspect, that food seems to be satiating me at a greater level than it used to. I think the thing that is most frustrating right now is working out. I have found that when I work out too hard or too often, that tends to lead to more bad days happening. And that's hard for me because I really want to push myself to improve, but if I push myself too hard, I actually end up sending myself backwards. So with all that information, we can really see that my health is just not in a good place. And today my goal is to change that. So what better place to start than with some baseline stats? This is where I am at. A lot of my weight has come back on, but I do consider myself fortunate because I am still 100 down from my heaviest. Along with the weight gain, I also have lost a lot of my strength, and my cardiovascular system is nowhere near where it was before. When it comes to my nutrition goals, I plan on being in at least a 500 calorie deficit each day, and I'll be tracking all of my nutrition through my favorite app, Chronometer. For physical goals, it's a bit trickier. I want to make it into the gym 3 days a week to work out each muscle group. And I'd also like to walk 5 days a week for at least 30 minutes. So with those goals and these baseline stats, we're about to make it happen. It really wasn't easy to look at these numbers and see how much I've lost or gained in this respect. But I do think that this is a very crucial step in order for me to be able to move forward. If you're struggling with something yourself, I hope that this can give you some encouragement to go on and face it head on. And let's fight our struggles together. Thank you all for being here. If you liked what you saw, please hit that subscribe button down below, maybe drop a like, and I'll see you in the next one.